Today, you are giving out your API keys to your AI assistant. Someone is trying to write a will using AI, and some are trying to make AI with ChatGPT. And some mad scientist is playing with the nuclear codes with AI, just testing it about what it could do. And suddenly you see yourself fighting against the robotic foes that thinks humans are better off dead. And they are the main source of the problems this planet has. And yeah, this is a Hollywood script that I just spill out. But I think we are nearing this. Imagine waking up in the morning, you check your phone and see a message, your emails have already been replied to, your calendar is organized, your research is finished, and a new business opportunity has already been analyzed. And you didn't do any of it. An AI did. Not a chatbot, not something that just gives answers, an AI that actually works for you. And right now, this open source AI called OpenClaw is spreading across the internet like wildfire. Startups are forming around it, and we will talk in later in the part of the video about a simple reason why this went viral. And for now, let's see how a lobster theme assistant can change how we use computers. For the past few years, AI tools have been everywhere: chatbots, image generators, code assistants, but these all have one big limitation. So they talk, but they don't actually do the work. For example, you can ask AI how to write an email, but you still have to send it yourself. You can ask it how to analyze data, but you still have to run the software. So the next big question in AI became, what if AI could actually use a computer for you? Not just answer questions, but take actions. And that's exactly what OpenClaw tries to do. I have heard this somewhere in an interview which changed how I looked into AI. Someone said AI like ChatGPT or Claude is like electricity. Imagine when humans made electricity. It became the driving force in inventions. Light bulbs, fridges, fans, computers, mobiles, and everything. They took electricity and wrapped it around to make something useful. OpenAI and all these other chatbots are exactly like that. You take API, you wrap it around a meaningful product, like an AI Healthify app, for example, where a user would click on an image of a meal, and in the backend, an AI would be called, and that would sum up all the calories and nutrients present in that food, giving the user the full knowledge about the meal they're about to consume. But you see the problem, right? It only acts when you click and upload a photo and personally asks about the calories and nutrients, and apart from that, it basically can't do anything on its own. So what did a frustrated guy do about this? A developer named Peter Steinberger, who after earning about $100 million after selling his company that did something with PDFs, said hasta la vista to his retirement and began experimenting with a strange idea. What if AI could behave like a digital employee? Because he was fed up with the copy-paste technique where you could ask a question, then copy a code and paste it into your code editor and this and that. So he thought, instead of being stuck in a chat window, what if I build an assistant that could actually open apps, read files, read commands, send emails, automate tasks? So he built a small experimental tool as a side project. He called it CloudBot. But that is where it gets interesting. Just days after launching the project, Peter Steinberger received an unexpected message, not from the users, not from the investors, but the AI company Anthropic, the creator of AI model Claude. They pointed out something awkward. The project was called CloudBot and its assistant was called Claude, which sounded suspiciously close to Claude. As a trademark owner, Anthropic had to protect its brand, so they politely asked Steinberger to change the name. And at 3:38 a.m., probably half asleep, Steinberger tweeted, "Moltbot, it is." And that's when the internet chaos began. Within seconds of rename, bots instantly sniped the old ClawBot handle on social media, and of course, because it's the internet, scammers quickly jumped in. Fake profiles appeared claiming to be head of engineering at ClawBot. A fake cryptocurrency called Claude even appeared. At one point, briefly hit about $60 million market cap before crashing more than 90%. Steinberger had to jump into social media and warn everyone, any project that lists me as a coin owner is a scam. The new owner immediately posted a crypto wallet address, basically trying to ransom the username, and at the same time, Sternberger accidentally made an even bigger mistake. In a panic of renaming things, he renamed his personal GitHub account instead of project account. And before he could fix it, bots grabbed his username too. It was like watching a digital heist movie, except the thieves were automated scripts and getaway cars were stolen usernames. Eventually, he had to contact people inside X and GitHub just to recover their accounts. But personally, I do think Anthropic made a big blunder with Peter, and now that Peter has gone to OpenAI, Claude might have fumbled this race of AI agents. Peter using Claude AI as a main engine wants it well in Anthropic offices as well. But who would have stopped the internet meme as it happened? Right? After days of chaos, renames, account thefts, memes, crypto scams, the project finally settled in the new name, OpenClaw. Open for its open source nature and claw to keep the lobster theme alive. At least that's what I thought and researched. According to Steinberger from various reports, the real reason was much simpler. He just didn't like the name Moldbot. But despite the chaos, the memes, and the internet drama, OpenClaw was still spreading across the developer world. The reason why this works so well with people is that it does not have a direct or scary terminal user interface. I mean, the main terminal that developer use to run things is way scary to the eyes of normal people. So OpenClaw takes away that. Instead, it's like chatting with a buddy on WhatsApp, Telegram, or even iMessage. So you literally text your AI assistant and it will run tasks on your computer. This takes away the scary interface and lets you have a normal, casual conversation with your assistant that actually runs your company. Stick a voice to it through 11 Labs API and you literally have a talking AI assistant that not only works with you but also understands you, because it trains itself and keeps the storage of conversation that you had last time. So basically that means it has a memory and won't forget any important things that you forget as a human. It's basically like having a digital worker living inside your machine. And once the developer realized what it could do, everything exploded. Within weeks, people were building things like AI assistants that run businesses, AI agents that analyze your stocks, AI workers that automate entire workflows. You can even name your assistant at the beginning of the installation. For some reason, I came to know they prefer to put the name of their assistant as Jarvis. Suddenly, a new idea started spreading across the communities, the one-person company. And let's be honest, OpenClaw went viral in just 2 months at the start of January. And there is a reason behind this that it made it so big in the market. The simple answer is transparency. So understand this. The developer can make a software either iOS way or the Android way. iOS is a sort of like closed box software, which means you literally cannot see how things are being handled or worked. Android way is an open letter where people would actually see how things run behind the software. The reason why you see so many companies using their own version of simplified Android system. So what OpenClaw did was amazing. Peter made it in an Android way. That means people could see what exactly was being going on behind the scenes. Now, because it was open source, many people came forward to fix the issues that it was facing. And Peter might literally have to turn off his notifications for a while due to the number of push requests he was receiving. The thing is, when something that literally runs your computer, as a human nature, you will be suspicious. There will be no trust at all to help you run things, because literally there is someone in your computer knowing and having access to your messages, emails, and whatnot. This is especially for non-technical people. I, for myself, also think in the same way. If you are not technical enough and do not know about APIs and AI keys, you should stay away from this for a time being. If you have not read the article about the burst of AI agents in 2027, you are missing out on very high information. It is something called AI 2027 and it's all about rise of AI agents. It's in the Google, you can check it out. The article is there and it's very powerful. And now with all this AI agent, there comes a serious concern. Because OpenClaw can access your computer, it also introduces risk. The AI might have access to your files, your browser, your emails, your system commands. Security researchers started warning about possible attacks. Well, OpenClaw does state that all the data is secured and is only visible to you, but it still takes time for common people to trust a GitHub project with their data, even if it's open source. For example, a malicious plugin could steal sensitive data, a hacked agent could run dangerous commands, and a fake version of software have already appeared online, spreading malware and even ranking above the original website in Google for the same keyword. In other words, the same technology that could automate your work could also become a serious threat. There are literally hundreds of movies about how AI taking over your personal life will become a threat. I mean, like, what if it started writing code that we won't understand? Yes, we will be seriously cooked after that. But Hollywood level shit happens. And who predicted lockdowns too, man? So next time you chat with an AI, don't forget to thank it and appreciate how comfortable it made your life. Because who knows, it might spare you an AI revolution over mankind. And jokes aside, with OpenClaw, the way we interact with computer could change forever. But the real question, would you trust an AI to run your computer? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos about the future of AI, technology, cars, business, and everything stuff in the Viz Daily, you can make sure you subscribe, please.